Hey guys, long time no see. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name's Katherine, and today we're going to be talking about designer handbags and luxury goods that I regret selling. I go through like a series of purges, like I would say every couple of years, and normally once I do let go of something, I don't really miss it. I have several videos where I talk about when you know it is time to sell your goods, or perhaps if you are thinking about selling it, when it's time to keep them. And a lot of that I know because I do work in the industry and I do see people at the end of the love cycle with their handbags and with their designer goods. So it very seldomly happens to me. However, I have 5 that that were once in my collection, and I really regret that I gave them up. So let's get started. Subscribe if you're new. As always, this is a two-way conversation. I want to hear what yours are. Do you have anything from your wardrobe that you really regret that you sold? Please comment them down below. I want to hear about the ones that you let slip away. The first one here, this is easily my biggest regret. These were my very first pair of designer shoes. They were the Christian Louboutin black studded patent leather Pigalle spikes in the 120 millimeter. I literally took them out of the box just to try on at home because I'm crazy and that's what I do. But I never actually wore them outdoors. I couldn't walk in them at the time. I hadn't like trained myself into walking in shoes of that type just yet. Flash forward to a couple of years later, I actually did a video on how to walk in heels that you guys may have seen. It's my most viewed video on my channel. I will leave it linked here. All of those things could be forgiven. You know, I let something get away. But the fact is that I didn't actually want to sell these shoes. I was convinced and persuaded into selling these shoes because my ex-boyfriend at the time really didn't like them. He thought that, you know, Christian Louboutin like denoted a certain type of person, which I fully reject. I think that's nonsense. And I was talked into selling them because he didn't like them. Not because I didn't wear them, not because I was over them, not because I couldn't walk in them. All valid reasons to sell something, but I loved those shoes. They were so incredibly beautiful. And the thing is that the Katherine of today would be rocking those shoes like nobody's business, but I've just moved past that place in my life. We're leading with that because I just really want to remind you guys that remember to make sure that when you sell something, make sure the decision is yours. The rest of these are mistakes that I feel like I have made, but I made them on my own. We don't need other people helping us make mistakes in our decision making. Just remember that. Next item out of my wardrobe that I sold was a part of my last purge, and that was the Louis Vuitton Damier Ebene Agenda in the medium size. I used that for about 2 years, and I ended up selling it because once I bought my laptop, as you see here, we've talked about this before. Once I bought my laptop, I wasn't really using it anymore, but now, like, I really miss the feeling and the thought of putting pen to paper in certain respects. I love making lists, and I just really miss having my cute little notebook. This is something I definitely could foresee myself purchasing in the future, but the other thing too is just like, I'm thinking about it and it's like, I bought mine on Fashion File for maybe like $400 or $500 at the time, and I'm thinking like, do I really need a $300 and $400 and $500 notebook cover? I remember spending about $100 on my inserts, on my custom inserts from Etsy. Matter of fact, I have my agenda tour video that I will leave linked down below. Just to get back into the swing of things and like writing things down, I picked this up at Walgreens or something. This is just like a little, this is probably the wrong thing. This is more of an appointment book than it is an agenda, but I do miss like that level of it, like having a list of things, of like tasks to do for the day. That's what I'm kind of using this for. The smart part of me knows that I could just do this from my laptop, like I said, I can do it from my phone, but the crazy luxury loving part of me, I miss my little agenda. I miss it. I really miss having it in my bag. I miss taking pictures of it for Instagram, which is a really dumb thing to say, and I'm leaving that in. Clown me, please. Yeah, and I love that it was custom. Obviously, there are other like agenda companies that I can use, but I loved my little dummy bin agenda. The next thing is my Louis Vuitton monogram Speedy. That was the first or second designer handbag that I ever received. That one I did get as a gift, and I just really had a lot of like sentimental attachment to it that had kind of subsided. Unfortunately, sentimental value isn't always forever, and there may be a day where I'm just like, I hadn't used it in almost a year, like in 1 or 2 years, but I am very glad that it went to a good home, and I am glad that I put those funds towards other things that I needed at the time. So, you know, regret, I'm not sure how much of a regret it is, but it just is something that periodically does pass through my mind. So, what can you do? Number 4, we have another pair of shoes. I bought these. I featured them in a haul video a couple of years ago, and I would have otherwise forgotten about them, except, of course, style maven that is May's Hall from Style Hard. I love her. I'm sure you guys know her channel. I'll link her down below. She's incredible. She has these shoes. I am talking about the Gucci metallic platform sandal. What can I say? What can I say about these shoes? I love these shoes. These shoes were a guilty pleasure of mine. And okay, so when I bought them, I knew how ridiculous they were. I went into this purchase with my eyes wide open. I understood that I was buying something absurd, and that was okay. But the fact is that, how do I say this politely and kindly? On me, just me, they looked like, yeah. I've said this in videos previously, like, I sort of have like a tight rope to walk when it comes to like looking elegant and chic. Things can go sour when I put stuff on, or at least maybe it's my own self-conscious, I don't know, but things can go pretty sour, pretty south pretty quickly when I am not cognizant of what I'm wearing. I just don't feel like I can get away with the same things that other people can get away with. So yeah, I didn't look particularly elegant or classy when I wore those shoes. It broke my heart that I could not rock those shoes. And the other thing too to remember is that I wear a size 9. In these shoes I had to get a size 40. They looked humongous when you factor in like that huge heel, the huge platform, they look really cute in like a 6. I am not a 6. So those are all the reasons that I actually sold them. But the fact is that sometimes you just really can't help what you love, and I loved those shoes. I probably would have never worn them again, but just having them and walking around in them at home, probably, like, it just made my life, and I'm sad that they're gone. I cannot pull them off. I can't. But you just really can't help what you love. Don't be surprised if you see me buy these again. The last thing on my list is something that I am selling now, and I can feel this in my chest that this is gonna be a regret, but I'm letting it go because there's something else I really want to experiment with. Are we ready? Are we ready? Louis Vuitton Estrela. Monogram, medium size, perfect for work for me, holds my laptop, it's a gem. I have featured this on so many favorites videos, and so you guys know that this is not for lack of use. I just want something different right now, and you and I are experiencing this in real time. We're gonna see how this goes. We will follow up in a couple of months if I really do actually regret this as much as I think I'm gonna regret it. So first of all, the reason I'm selling this bag is because, and I have said this, I think every time I've featured this bag in a video, I've said that I don't like how unstructured it can look when you put your things into it. I hate slouch. I am not a slouch person. I love my structure. This I deem as like a work bag, and I have about 4 work bags, and they all kind of fit into one or two categories. Pretty much as a laptop bag, I can either go dressy, I can get the huge massive one, or I can go casual, and then this one is also casual. So it feels a little bit redundant, especially when you consider the size, the width, and capacity. The last reason why I am selling this is that I'm at a point in my collection where I have pared down to, for me, kind of the basics. I mean, basics being 14. I have 14 bags, and I've pared down to the basics. Who am I? Everything that I do currently have left in my collection, like, really makes my heart smile on the inside. And this just isn't giving me that feeling. And I need the things that are in my life to give me that same feeling. That's not to say that I didn't use this bag. I used the hell out of this bag. I think this is an amazing bag for travel. I think it's an amazing laptop bag. That's exactly what I used it for. I was actually carrying it all last week just to, like, because that's one thing that I always do when I'm about to sell something, is I'll try and carry it for a week and see how I feel. And I just didn't get that giddy, stirring feeling down here in my diaphragm. Is that what that is? Your diaphragm. So I'm gonna move on from it. I'm gonna part company from it. Those are the reasons why I've decided I am gonna sell this bag, but I really, in my chest, I know I'm gonna regret it. So if I really find that I can't live my life without this, there are others out there. So I'm parting company with this one. Unfortunately, I posted this on my Instagram. By the way, follow my Instagram. You'll see stuff like this a lot quicker because this already sold. I sold this through Instagram to a great buyer, and so this bag is going to a lovely new home. Shout out to you if you see this. I have a feeling that this is a huge mistake that I'm making, and maybe in 3 or 6 months we'll check back in and we'll see how I do without this bag, because I have to say that even though I'm selling it, like, what I love about it is that it's like a medium size but still holds all my stuff. But you guys know, like me and the slouch, I can't with the slouch, and I never pulled the trigger on getting a purse organizer for it. Let's hope that this isn't a huge regret, but I know myself, and I feel like it's gonna be. But maybe there will be something else out there that takes this bag's place. And maybe that thing is headed to my doorstep as we speak. So for now, we are saying goodbye to the Louis Vuitton Estrela for now. And just know, I really, really love this bag. And I'm really sad to see it go. Gosh, now I'm getting, like, sentimental. Oh my goodness. There may come a point in a couple of months where I have purchased another one. And don't judge me if and when that happens. But you totally will, and that's okay. Those are my seller's regret items. I really want to hear yours. And just as a recap, I have done several videos that I'm going to link here. How do you know that it's time to sell a bag? I've done that video. That'll be right here. And of course, make sure that anything you do add or subtract from your wardrobe and collection is because you want it or don't want it. Don't let anyone else be in control of that. So that's all I got today. Check this video out right here, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!